Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video of Star Stable. So today I'm here with my English Thoroughbred Royal Wind because in this update, Star Stable has added 3 new updated English Thoroughbreds to the game. Now when I first got Royal Wind, he was my absolute favorite horse. I loved the English Thoroughbreds to death. They were my favorite breed that had ever come out in Star Stable. But there's been quite a bit of controversy about these thoroughbreds. When Star Stable first released the trailer, people were not very pleased with them. They looked kind of unfinished, so Star Stable said they would update them before they released them into the game, and now they're here. So, without further ado, let's go take a look at them and see what we think. Okay, so the new English Thoroughbreds are at, well, 2 of the 3 new ones are at Marley's Farm, and the ones that are here are the white one and the black one, and then the bay is at Fort Pinta, I believe. Of these 3, I think, well, I'll tell you about which one is my favorite later, but let's have a look at them. Okay, so I can see the updates that Star Stable's done. They're 850 star coins, by the way, and their level restriction is level 1, so they are available for everyone who can access them. So let's just bring Royal Wind around and compare the difference between them because there's quite a huge one. Yeah, I think the old English Thoroughbreds are actually taller than the new ones. And definitely much less detailed, although I do love the heads on the old ones. The new ones, Star Stable's added quite a bit of shading to the face that I really like. You get all the kind of muscles and the veins and the cheekbones and the nose detail and the little like whisker bumps that you would get on a real horse, and of course the muscle detailing is much improved from the previous model. However, even though Star Stable has updated the Thoroughbred appearance from what it was when they first released the trailer, there are still some things that I don't love. The first being the forelock. Why do they do these like mullet bowl cut forelocks where they just chop them off straight like that? It just doesn't look very natural, and maybe they're going for like a show-groomed, like unnatural look, but I still don't love it, and I don't love the mane either. And I also don't love this hind leg situation. I think they're using the same hind leg structure as they did with the Andalusians. And it looks kind of natural on the Andalusians, but I don't know if it looks so good on these guys. I mean, just looking at, like, they look very bow-legged, like their legs are, like, in the back very much touching almost, and, like, maybe that happens sometimes to horses, but it's not natural for them to stand like that all the time. Like, even just looking at this hind leg, like right here, it looks like the joint is like dislocated, like it's popping out from the actual leg, like it's going this way instead of going this way. So that's not great. However, I still do really like the face of these horses, especially like the eyes. The eyes look so much more realistic than the eyes of any other horse that Star Stable has released before. Especially the eye color. Like, I know people love blue and purple eyes on horses, but it's just like, in most cases, not realistic to have that on a horse. So I like that they've gone with a more realistic style on these. And I really like this black one. Like, if you take a look at, let's see if I can get a view, like the hooves are really nice. As opposed to doing what they did on the English Thoroughbred hooves, which are these weird, gross, stripy things that you have to put leg wraps on to like kind of hide. These have really nice hooves, and they've matched the skin color to the hoof color, which is good. Like, sometimes Star Stable doesn't do that, where they won't put a lighter colored hoof on the sock, and they won't put a darker colored hoof on a regular color. in the legs without any socks or stripes. But in this case, they've done a really good job, actually. And I do really like the face on these horses. I think I will get at least one. So yeah, honestly, I like them more than I thought I was going to. Like, I really like the face and the shading on the body, but I don't think I'm going to be getting either of these horses just yet. Not the black or the cremello, which is the color. Although, saying that, if this was a cremello, its eyes would be blue. So I'm not sure what color they're going for here. They might be going for what's called a dominant white, which is a very rare color, but which is present in some thoroughbreds, where the entire coat is just pure white, and that's the deal. So yeah, pretty, but I don't think I will be buying either of these two. They're a little plain for me. So let's go check out the one at Fort Pinta. Okay, so we're here at Fort Pinta, and this, I believe, is the third English Thoroughbred that came out today. And this one is a pretty standard bay, no dappling. It's a medium color, nothing too extreme. But I actually think this one's really pretty, even if it doesn't have like the flashy face markings. It has some really pretty socks, and it has a really sweet face, and I like the gray with the brown eyes. I really like that Star Stable went with brown eyes, even though some people like the crazy colors. I personally like it when they look more natural and realistic. Oh, okay, go away. Look at this little, they did put some effort into this. Like, look at the little spot, the little ermine spot that they put on this horse. Although I actually don't know if that's intentional. If it was, then it would have been really cute to have an ermine spot on the leg that would lead into a stripe on the hoof, but there's no stripe on the hoof, so they kind of missed it with that detail. Usually what's called an ermine spot is like a spot of the natural horse's color inside of the white soccer stocking or whatever. And if that touches the hoof, then it creates a little darker streak that goes down the hoof, which looks really pretty on some horses. And it looks like maybe that's what they were going for, but they didn't quite achieve. But otherwise, this horse, I mean, it's a basic bay. Like, what else are you gonna say about it? But I still think they look really nice, like especially the face. I really love. On the tail, I just can't, the one thing I can't get over with these horses is, I have too many people here, sorry, is this leg. This leg really bothers me. Like, why does it look dislocated in there? But yeah, these horses are really pretty, and I'll go give you guys my final thoughts and whether I'm gonna get one in a minute. Okay, so after giving it some thought, I've decided that for now I will not be getting one of these English Thoroughbreds. Even though I like them, you may know if you've seen my previous video about Talina and Campos that I did buy both of those horses, and I also, after recording that video, bought a Ray from Talina and Campos's little area down in Fort Pinta Beach. So I have already spent quite a few star coins in this, like, past couple of weeks, and I don't think I want to spend star coins on horses that I'm not super in love with. I think at some point I will be getting an English Thoroughbred, but it will not be the ones that are currently available. I think the ones that I am most in love with at the moment are the gray, which I love because it's not a dapple gray. It's more of a, like, not a flea bitten, but it's a gray without dappling, which is kind of unique, but also definitely does still happen in the wilds. And I also actually really like the chestnut. I don't currently own any chestnut horses, and I was really tempted by the chestnut English Thoroughbred of the old Thoroughbreds when they first came out in Epona. But I ended up buying Royal Wind, and I'm glad that I don't actually love this Seal Bay that came out with the new English Thoroughbreds, because I didn't really want to replace this guy. This guy will always have a special place in my heart. So it's kind of nice that any new English Thoroughbred I buy will not be the exact replica of him. Anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the English Thoroughbreds in the comments down below. And when the new colors come out, I may film a video showing you which one I get, what I name it, etc. And if you have liked this video, feel free to give it a like, and subscribe with the red button down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. So thank you. Bye.